Welcome to County News 802. No bike, pedestrian, or recent traffic studies have been done to show a lane change will make travel better on Woodstock Avenue behind me, but the plan to reduce driving lanes and add bike lanes is moving forward. Despite some outcry by residents, city officials, and business owners, the Vermont Agency of Transportation has the go-ahead from the city to reduce the lanes from 4 to 2 with a middle turning lane on the main east-west artery. Bike advocates say the new road reconfiguration is worth a try, but some Rutlanders are wondering where this plan came from and what evidence exists to show it will work to make the road safer for everyone.
It hasn't been explained. As of March 10th, a letter went out from the city engineer about the proposed bike lanes that are being presented on the reconfiguration of Woodstock Avenue. But really what they're proposing is a road diet, and that's what they call it. We're going to take 4 lanes down to 2 lanes. We're only going to have 1 lane in each way. And nothing has been explained to the citizens and the commuters of what the impact's going to be. I don't want to be cast as the anti-bike pedestrian. No, I love bikes. I have a bike. I bike ride with my children. But you know what? I don't do it on Woodstock Avenue.
Broyles is one of many residents questioning the efficacy of the project. The alternate marking plan, as the Vermont Agency of Transportation calls it, was not their idea and is not mandated or required by the state as part of the road's ongoing major paving project conducted by VTrans and paid for by the federal government, according to an email from Mike Fowler, the paving project manager with VTrans. The plan is to test the road diet, or new lane pattern, for 30 days starting May 1st, and if it works, make it permanent. The idea came from Susan Schreibman, Assistant Director of the Rutland Regional Planning Commission, and Local Motion, a bike advocacy nonprofit based in Burlington, according to Tim Paquette, the resident engineer on the paving project who oversees the contractor's work at the site. According to Local Motion's website, Schreibman is listed as a local resource for one of Local Motion's partnership initiatives called the Way to Go Challenge. The challenge encourages commuters and companies to use healthier, cheaper, and more earth-friendly transportation alternatives twice a year. The next challenge is slated for this spring. Schreibman declined to be interviewed on camera for the story, but a member of the Rutland Area Physical Activity Coalition did.
It's not an impediment for truck traffic. I think they found in Colchester that the queue lines were pretty much unchanged with what they did with the traffic change there. Again, narrowing down 4 lanes to 3 lanes. There's a lot of safety in that wide center lane. It's probably going to be 13, 14 feet wide. The travel lanes are only going to be 11 feet. That's down from the customary highway of 13 feet. And then you have the 2 bike lanes. Think of them really as shoulders that were on the road back in 1970 before they took out the parallel parking and made it 4 lanes. But it's never been a proper highway because it's never had shoulders that anyone could use. They have to adjust the timing of the lights. They have to make adjustments like that. They have to allow pedestrians to cross. There's a lot of variables in there. But I think one thing I would say as physician and surgeon is that one of the things you want to do in medicine is that you always want to continually improve what you do. And rather than just go back to what we know has caused all these accidents, has caused people to be maimed and hurt on Woodstock Avenue, I think we can do a better job. That's all. It's worth trying.
After the recommendation by the Regional Planning Commission and Local Motion, the city requested that the state put the new alternate markings into their plan for what happens after paving, according to Fowler. City engineer Evan Pilichowski said he can't recall if a formal vote by any group of Rutland elected officials happened before the city agreed to the lane change. It is not clear who, other than the Regional Planning Commission, told the state to draw up the plans. The final decision to change the lanes rests solely with Mayor Chris Loris, DPW Commissioner Jeff Wenberg, and Board of Aldermen President Dave Allaire as the only members of the city's Board of Highway Commissioners. The group can stop the trial period from happening and change the lane plan back. So what's the reason for the change? All sources at VTrans said there are 2 reasons to change the lanes: to put in bike lanes and to improve traffic. Tim Paquette of VTrans said a road diet reduced rear-end collisions and sideswipe accidents in other parts of the state and the country. But a 2008 traffic study by Clough Harbor Associates reported that going down to 2 lanes would not be able to accommodate the amount of traffic on the road and would reduce the level of service. John Kaplan, the state's Bike and Pedestrian Program Manager, said traffic has gone down on Woodstock Avenue since 2008, and that study didn't take into account safety measures for reducing accidents. Kaplan himself pointed to a different federal study that showed road diets in Iowa, California, and Washington reduced crashes by 29%. Kaplan said in a phone interview he didn't know why another traffic study on Woodstock Avenue wasn't done before the new lane idea was proposed. What he did know was that Rutland may have a better chance of getting grant funding for future bike paths and lanes if the Woodstock lane reconfiguration is a success. County News 802 will continue to follow this story. Tune in to County News 802 Monday through Thursday at 6:30 p.m. on your public access Comcast station, Channel 21. Online, catch County News 802 directly, live streaming Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Videos are also available on PegTV.com's on-demand feature.